What's up, Broke Ass Nation? Today, I'm just giving you guys a little update video. So, it's basically going to be a bunch of me talking, unfortunately. So, this update's going to be on the 300ZX LS swap. Right there. So, as you can see, there's no motor in it. We did finally get the motor out. Unfortunately, a lot of the stuff I've been doing lately, including like getting the motor out, has just been either kind of hard to film or I just didn't think it was good content. Like, honestly, some of the stuff, I really don't think you guys want to see me sit there and struggle for way longer than it should ever take somebody to do something. Not gonna lie, things go very wrong for me very fast. So, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes when working on cars. So, some of the smaller stuff, I really haven't felt the need to really film. But I'm gonna go over what I've been doing lately. It didn't help either. I was sick for about a week, so that cut into the time. But let's take a look at what I've been up to. So, first of all, you might notice there's a motor missing. That finally happened. We honestly had a lot of problems with that motor mount right there. I don't know why. Every time we tried to lift it, it would literally get stuck halfway up that motor mount and lift the whole car. We finally got it though. So, some things we've been doing up here is I put a new, well, kind of new brake master up here. That's actually one I had laying around from an old 240 build from a long time ago. It was new when I bought it, put it on the car for a brake upgrade. Didn't really use it, had to go a different route, so it's basically new. Got a new master cylinder for the clutch, new clutch line. Haven't really figured out exactly where we're gonna run that yet. That's why it's just kind of dangling. Because I know I was just gonna run it the factory route, which kind of follows those brake lines right there and then goes down. Problem was with that is I didn't know if we would have the length to be able to do that, because that LS swap kit does push the transmission back a little bit, so I didn't know how close that line was to being, you know, spot on. I ordered new motor mounts because it does use the original motor mounts. Let's see, what else have I been doing? Oh yeah. The wiring harness is out. It used to run across there and come up to here. I actually thought that that wiring harness was all connected, like into this and everything else up in here. I thank God it's not. So that relieves a lot of headaches in that aspect of the build. So there is the good old VG30 wiring harness and ECU. Honestly, if anybody's interested, comment below because it's for sale. You know, I gotta try. Yeah, I don't know really the condition of it. I know the last time it ran was about 10 years ago. So who knows? I know it had a misfire 10 years ago, so take that as you may. Another thing I've been working on is doing some bushings on the control arms and ball joints. I repainted these, put some rust paint and then some regular paint over top, just trying to make sure she doesn't rust up. I went through and did the front already, as you can see. This is not fully put back together yet, simply because there is a like cone piece that goes on the ball joints for this car, and you can't get the old ones off, so I had to order new ones. I'm still waiting on them. I'm actually waiting on a couple things. I'm waiting on this upper control arm. I was going to change the bushings out in those. I actually bought bushings, and I took the other side off, and honestly, there's no getting those out. Like, I tried and tried and tried. I actually ruined the control arm quite a bit, so I just said screw it and bought new ones. Main reason I'm changed all these bushings is, if you can tell, I went with polyurethane. They're all energy suspension, so they should do pretty decent. Figured it'll help give me a little bit better handling, less movement and stuff. So I got some new brake lines. Well, the braided part there, I'm going to replace all those on all four corners. Hopefully sometime soon we're going to be putting the coilovers on too. Jake's going to help with that. He knows a lot about that, so he's going to help me like set up hopefully a good ride height and everything. And then once we get it going, we'll have to obviously fine tune everything. As far as the brakes, I'm not changing the calipers if I can help it. I'd like to keep these ones. I just don't like having to deal with the remanufactured ones, and you're obviously not going to get new ones. I did order some new gasket kits for these. I'm going to go through all four of them and redo them. I got brake pads coming. I have new rotors for all four corners already. Let's see. Let's go here to the back. So, there's the knuckle. Yeah, honestly, you have to take all this shit apart. Yeah, fun. So, got new bushings in there. Just about ready to put it back together. Waiting on the ball joints for that. Yeah, I know this is just kind of hanging here. I didn't think it really mattered that much since I'm replacing that line anyway. These do have rear drum e-brakes. Kind of interesting. They're, I don't know, they're alright. I was going to change the wheel bearings out since I was here already and had to take them off. Big thing I found out about these is the spindle and the ball joint are two separate pieces, and they have to be pressed together. So if I got new wheel bearings, I would have to have these spindles pressed out of these wheel bearings and then pressed back into the new wheel bearings. Or I would have to just buy new spindles, which is probably the easier way to go. Problem is, wheel bearings, if you don't go with OEM ones, you can get, I think it's centric ones for like 50 bucks. The spindles, I don't think I've seen them for less than like $250. So, yeah, not doing that. Especially, I mean, there really isn't, I don't hear any grinding or anything. So, they should be alright. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully, here in the next couple days, I'll get those ball joints. I'll be able to put all this back together. Yeah, it's been fun. Another thing I did the other day was I finally changed out the fuel pump. It is a Aeromotive fuel pump. I can't remember the size. Got it on LOJ. Honestly, it's just like every other fuel pump. Well, every other aftermarket fuel pump. To be honest, I really hate changing fuel pumps and not putting the factory fuel pump back in it. They just never fit right. So I had some issues with that. It took me a little while. We ended up getting it figured out. Hopefully everything's good. I'm not exactly happy with the way it went in, but it is what it is, and it's the best I could do. So yeah, and the internet wasn't very helpful either, because everybody runs, you know, two-seaters, and two-seaters have a different configuration for the sending unit and fuel pump. So yeah, that was no help at all. But we got it figured out. I also got new gas shock things here ordered, because if you can't see, that's a shovel. It worked. I don't care. Yeah, honestly, it's coming along. You know, it's slow. I'm doing what I can. Oh yeah, I forgot about this little number here. So, factory in a 300ZX is a piece of wood. Yeah, that's a piece of wood. Yep. Now, what that does is that goes down there on the floorboard, and it covers the ECU and 2 or 3 other control modules. Why they chose wood? Hell, I don't know. Seems kind of dumb to me. So, yeah, we're getting there. The motor is, I mean, you saw it the last time, it hasn't changed. I have figured out a little bit with the bolts. Now this is not mounted on here. This is just one bolt in here. But I did figure out most of the bolts that go in this. I actually had a couple of these, like these ones here. So the big thing I need to figure out is this oil filter relocator from LOJ. Now you need this because you have to use one with their oil pan. So now I read the directions on this, and they want you to mount it, well, it's suggested that you mount it up here on the driver's side head, which would be a great spot if that's not where my accessory drive is going to be. I'm assuming the directions are based off of you using the 300ZX accessory drive, which I just find absurdly stupid. Like, why the fuck would you want to run that? You know, when you can have the nice LS accessories, which probably work better. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. So, what I'm thinking of doing is a little bit of fabricating. So at first I was gonna try to like do something here, which as you can see, it don't line up 100%, but we could have made it work. Problem is that puts my oil filter like almost up against the harmonic balancer, and I just don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that hole there at the top, and I'm going to mount it so it's, you know, flat like this, so it's straight up and down, be easy to change, you know, everything like that. I'm going to make a little bracket that's going to go from here down, you know, where I need it. And I'm just going to have a stud that comes off. So this is going to stick out just a little bit, you know. I'm going to put a spacer back in here. That way it just sticks out just a little bit. Just enough for me to do my bracket over here. And hopefully it works. Don't worry, I will make a video on that whenever I do that. Hopefully it'll be soon, because I would like to get this thing oil primed. That way it's, you know, ready to throw in. So another thing I did is I got this kind of cleaned up. I mean, you know, it's cleaner than it was. I know that's not saying a whole lot, but you know, at least it ain't coated in oil on the inside of it. So yeah, I think that's about it. I still have the goal of like mid-June. Hopefully, I would like this thing to at least be able to drive like, you know, maybe like 20 minutes or something, 15, 20 minutes, so I can go to like, you know, a car show. I kind of have a car show picked out as like a deadline that I'm trying to hit. We'll see. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen or not. I mean, it very well could. I don't see anything really stopping it. Because honestly, seems like we got a lot of work to do, but a lot of the big stuff is hopefully going to be pretty easy, you know, thanks to LOJ. They really seem to know what they're doing. I had to call them up about the whole wiring harness thing, and the guy explained to me everything. He explained to me where it disconnects and all that. He even told me where I'm going to need to use some of the wires for the Holly system. So that was really helpful. Yeah, hopefully this thing's going to be, you know, having a motor in that area pretty soon. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just picking away at it, anything I can do, you know, every day, or almost every day, whenever I get a chance. So, I just, you know, I wanted to give you guys an update. I'll stop talking. You know, like I said, just wanted to give you a little update, since I haven't really posted a video lately. So, there'll be more to come, don't worry. Like I said, I've got plenty of other stuff. I mean, we will definitely film any of the LOJ stuff. That way, you know, anybody out there that's wanting to know more, or like, you know, wanting to know what kind of issues you might have or how the stuff works, we will definitely film that stuff for sure. I'll make a point of it. But some of this other little stuff that I've been doing, like I said, I don't think you guys really want to watch me struggle my ass off to put to put bearings in, or man, I just can't think of the word. Bushings. There we go. I don't think you guys want to watch me struggle to put bushings, you know, out and in control arms. Let me tell you, I solemnly swear I will never ever change another bushing in my life after this car. I will get a whole new fucking control arm. It's just not happening. I don't care. Unless I have no other way around it. Don't care. But, like I said, you know, watch out for videos coming up. Pretty much everything's probably going to be this. I don't think there's too much other stuff going on. So, till next time, keep off those jack stands and stay broke, folks. On behalf of all of us here at Broke Ass Motorsports Ohio, we'd like to thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed our video, please let us know by leaving a like or comment on our video. If you're new and would like to stay up to date on things, please subscribe or follow us on our social medias. The links to those will be in the description down below.